Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we have a video that we've been meaning to do for a little bit, but I'm finally just getting healthy now, so we're getting there now. As Micah Johnson, defensive lineman for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, has retired from professional football, and with that has transitioned into becoming their defensive line coach. So basically, he did the exact same thing Jake Thomas did, which makes a lot of sense. This guy was a very talented D lineman. And you know what this is? This is a great example of a guy retiring on a high. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong when they don't. But what I'm saying is, like, how often usually when a guy wins a championship, does he actually retire after that? Usually there's talk about it, but they usually end up kind of, well, let's try one more year, see if we can do, you know what I mean? And so even then, the other comparison to Jake Thomas, this is a guy that was in the CFL for a long period of time, as he started in 2013, played in the CFL every single year since then, and retires and becomes a D-line coach, played D-tackle. And so, yeah, like, even if you look at his first season, he had 16 offensive tackles, 1 special teams tackle, and 2 sacks and an interception even in his first year. That would be one of his 2 career interceptions. So the first while in the CFL, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons, he played with the Calgary Stampeders, their 2013 season and concluding with the 2018 season. He then played 2 seasons with the Saskatchewan Roughriders in 2019 and 2021. He went then to Hamilton for 1 season in 2022, and then went back to Saskatchewan and finished out his career there 3 or more years in Riderville, 2023 through 2025. In which case, even in his last year, his numbers were still very good. 17 games played, 20 defensive tackles, 6 sacks. So over the course of his career, he played 178 CFL games, 309 defensive tackles, got 2 special teams tackles. He got 71 sacks, including 14 in 2018, which is just ridiculous. He got 2 interceptions and forced 6 fumbles. So, firstly, thoughts on the career of Micah Johnson.
I honestly think this is going to affect them huge. And when
I think this will be a huge effect.
Because if you think about it, okay, not only is Malik Carney not signed, but Micah Johnson was a key player to the Saskatchewan defense.
Yep. Yeah, I think
and
the
he's
Saskatchewan
still not signed.
I think the Saskatchewan defense is going to get hurt this year. In this, like, not that they're not going to be very good, they still will be very good. I don't see them being quite the juggernaut they were last year, just in the sense of I just don't see how it's in the cards, and I'll give you exactly what I mean. Firstly, Micah Johnson's retiring. So there goes probably your best D lineman, I'd say. Would you say he's better than Carney? I don't know. It's up to you, but regardless if he's 1 or 2, that's still a big thing. And then who'd you say wasn't re-signed yet?
Carney.
Oh, Carney's not re-signed? Oh, good God. They need to re-sign him if they're...
That's what I mean. So
that has to be a serious priority, and they're running out of time to do it. So that's one thing. But then here's the other thing that I think is going to be a factor. And I'm not saying that this can't work out, but that there's uncertainty now. Corey Mace is moving from a head coach / defensive coordinator strictly to head coach. I do not think that this is a good... Now, it's possible he went to the club and said, you know what, I don't really want to call plays anymore. I just want to be the head coach. Which, fair enough. He just won you a Grey Cup. He can ask for whatever the hell he wants. You know what I mean? But with that you're now bringing in an uncertainty where Corey Mace was a certainty, in the sense of Corey Mace as a defensive coordinator works. He's a great defensive coordinator, and we know this. And so now that you're going to be giving those play calls to somebody else, there's an uncertainty there. And one of the things that I think was so key was not just the personnel, but was the play calling. The play calling was very good. It was a good personnel with a good defensive coordinator, which is a scary good combination. And so now Saskatchewan, not that they're going to have a bad defensive coordinator, but they're going to have to see how someone else takes up that mental and if they can step up to the plate, which is a question. Because if you kept Corey Mace doing kind of double hats, doing both of those, I think you have that certainty. But Micah Johnson, over the course of his career, because this is a Micah Johnson video after all, did very well. Because, I mean, if we look at it, again, he played in the CFL 2013 through 2025. Before that, he spent some time in the NFL, predominantly on practice rosters. In 2010, he was with the Miami Dolphins. 2011, he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. And in 2012, he was with the Cincinnati Bengals. He only played one game. He played a game with the Miami Dolphins. He didn't start that game, and he got one assisted tackle. So not much for NFL stats, but he got some time up there. He is retiring at 37 years old. He went to school at Kentucky, and so. Yeah, I think that this is a case where this is going to hurt the Riders a lot in terms of their personnel. Now, I do think them transitioning him into a coaching role was absolutely the right move. This is a guy that I have to imagine that him being on that defensive line, both in Calgary and in Saskatchewan, and even in Hamilton, probably in the 1 year that he was there, I have to imagine that he was quite a veteran experience that guys would go to and get some good advice from, based on everything that we've heard discussed about Jake Thomas, just from player interviews we did of Bomber defensive linemen. I have to imagine that Micah Johnson very much falls into that exact same category. Yeah, no, I see. It's funny. I see so many parallels with Jake Thomas here, which I guess in my eyes couldn't be a bigger compliment. So. Any closing remarks about the career of Micah Johnson, Rick?
Not really. I mean, He did well in Hamilton. Like, everywhere he went, he did well.
Yep.
I just wish we had him longer than what we did.
I mean, yeah.
When he was in Hamilton, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, and so if we just, the only thing I want to go through is I just want to go through his career accolades before we, like his awards, before we wrap this up, because I think that's important. So in 2006, he was named to the SEC Coaches All-Freshman Honors as a freshman in the SEC. Then he became a second-team All-SEC in 2009. I don't know why it's in the wrong order, but then he was first-team All-SEC in 2008. Again, 2009, he went second team. Then in 2022, he was a CFL East All-Star with the Ticats. He is a 7-time CFL West All-Star, 2016 through 2021. Then he also got it in 2024 and 2025. He is a 5-time CFL All-Star, 2016, 17, 18, 2024, and 2025. And he is a 3-time Grey Cup champion in 2014, 2018, and 2025. So he got 2 with the Stampeders, 1 with the Riders, and he will now retire and join that coaching staff. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. We'll see you guys next time.